chains or string or rope. This stuff I had to buy in Poland because I came over the border with a backpack and that was about it. So yeah, a backpack, so everything else I had to just buy. Poland. This was nice though. I got to customize it and say Slava Ukraini. So walking around here and my little pin, I've had like Ukrainians come up to me when they need help or just asking around. So yeah, you can tell who's Ukrainian here based on their outfits because everyone else is in springtime clothing and everyone else who's come from Ukraine are still in their winter jackets because they all came during, February and March when it was really cold. So after 2014, you're seeing all this like death and destruction. You're hoping for your country to get rid of its corruption. And you need to release it all. You need a space to not think about it. And you have these underground raves that go until 10 in the morning, 11 in the morning. And so it's a space where you can go, leave everything at the door, and drown it all out with this noise. So I'd say that's why it also exploded. And in the east of Ukraine, it was so hard, the music there, that you can feel it in your bones, the vibrations, and you can't form a single thought because of just how loud it is. And it's almost therapeutic. You go and you're there and the music drives you so much that you're there until 8 in the morning. No one knows what's next. It's a very scary question to ask someone whose life has been torn away from them and their home taken away from them. But the one thing that we all say is on our calendar is that we're gonna go back and we're going to clean and rebuild the cities ourselves. That's the one thing that everyone knows that they're gonna do. And they're gonna rebuild Ukraine, and it's gonna be even more beautiful. It's gonna be better. And I've seen that, in Slaviansk. After 2014, it was rebuilt and it was better than it was before. So I know it works. I know it's gonna happen again. I understand that the life that I had is gone, and I have to accept that. Ukraine is never gonna be what it was before. Kyiv is never gonna be what it was before. So there's also a sense of nostalgia already, knowing that that's gone forever. I would not be able to handle this, the first week, for sure, maybe even the second week. Just how normal life looks here. So sitting here and being semi-normal already shows that I've started acclimating, I guess you could say. But it was extremely difficult to accept that life moves on and goes on and people are still living their lives when there's such destruction and pain. Look how happy everybody is. Last night, there were bombs and rockets hit 160 kilometers from here. Through my conversations with my friends and the people that I was at the border, a lot of us stopped being able to listen to music. And it's because when you listen to music, it's such a pure emotion that when you're listening to it, you have to open yourself up to music. And when you open yourself up, all of the feelings and thoughts that you're trying to defend yourself from come in with it. And people can't handle it. So that's the reason why a lot of my friends and I lost the ability to listen to it. But I've never been so full of hate. And a lot of people feel that way. A lot of people in Ukraine have never felt so much hate in their lives for not just a singular person, but for an entire nation. I remember, I'd tell people that when I'm that angry, I feel if I were to cut myself open, it wouldn't be blood, but just anger. Whatever that looks like, just pure anger and hate. It's not good for you, but it's the only thing that I think people can focus on right now in order to keep on going. You can't afford to be sad or in shock because you know, it's not going to end well for anybody. You have to make sure that you're driven. You have to make sure that you're awake. You have energy, so you can run to like the bomb shelters. So you can run and like make sure that you're, you know, aware of when the air raid sirens are going to happen. If NATO won't close the skies, then they should send in the supplies for Ukrainians to be able to fight. Like, again, we don't need sympathy, we need solidarity. And, for example, fighter jets.